Ladies and gentlemen, to This Is Our Life! Hey, we got a care package from Texas today. I'm going to show you what we got. Dried chili pecans. I know the plastic kind of distorts the view. These are hot. These are like really hot, but they're so good. They taste so good. They're a whole lot hotter than jalapeno, but they taste so good. Ancho chilies, which are dried poblanos. I don't know if you. I don't want to open them right now.
It's on the top of it too.
But the label, yeah. While we were down there, when we, what was it, 4 or 5 months ago? May.
Early May.
When we were down there in early May, we went to HEB, and we bought some red chilies, about yay long, the thin, long red chilies that are dry. We still have some of those. If you're using canned enchilada sauce, what I suggest doing, if you don't want to add heat, but you want to make the sauce actually taste good, because I don't like canned enchilada sauce, but when that's all you have, that's all you have. And you can't find much Mexican food up here, and what you can find leaves a lot to be desired. Take some of those red chilies, the dry red chilies, put them in your molcajete, and you only need 1, 2, 3, it depends. And you just kind of grind them up. Chopping them up, shredding them, that doesn't really work as well. You have to really get in there.
Break them up.
Yeah, break them up, really smash them. And then you stick that in the enchilada sauce. And you just, heat it up, and it adds flavor. It doesn't really add much heat unless you add a whole lot, not a whole lot, but I'm talking about 1, 2, or 3 chilies for a whole can, or 2 sometimes, of enchilada sauce. So we're not talking about adding a whole lot of heat. We're just talking about adding flavor. And we got 2 bags of each of these, and 2 jars of Texas Gold, Lone Star Liquid Gold, Texas Best Comb Honey. Has the comb in it. I don't know if you can really see the comb.
It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, we got 2 jars of these. So we got 2, 2, and 2. And she sent the receipt and $4. She was more than welcome to keep the money, but we appreciate it. We were able to get a soda apiece. Like I said, she was welcome to keep the change. Hey.
What's he doing?
The thing from the cheese. Lucky just tried to take a piece of plastic.
He is. Yeah.
It had cheese in it. Really good cheese that we got at the kitchen.
Parmesan.
Oh, Parmesan. Anyway, so I'm going to ask her if she's willing to do this again for us, because now we have these. Excuse me. What I would like to get is a jar of these pickled. We also need a, I forget what it's called, a comal, which you heat the tortillas on, cook the tortillas on. But I'd love to get a jar of these pickled chili pecans. They are so good. Oh gosh. You can't find stuff like this up here. You just can't. I mean, what can I say? I mean, you can find like canned jalapenos, but you go to I'm used to going to, I was used to going to the market, the grocery store, And, you know, every aisle has what we would up here call Mexican food. Every aisle has something like that. Up here, it's not like that. You have to go to a specific aisle, and it's usually a really short aisle, and it's usually only on one side, and maybe not even that whole side. It's like the international section, but the international section isn't very big. Now, I admit that we're doing this in Keene. We're not doing this, say, in Manchester. Manchester's a bigger place. Maybe we would have better luck there, even though I don't think we would.
Concord.
Yeah, maybe Concord. But at least we got this stuff, so we're good to go now. I'm not sure if we can really do it again next month, because we have this. You know, this and the honey. It's just I'd like a jar of this, a pickled jar of pekins. But I'm not sure we're going to do it next month, because, you know, look, let's see, you're trying to get through. You know, this stuff, see, how much does it weigh? .24 ounces. So, you know, that adds, when you put stuff like this in a box, it starts weighing it down. It makes it more expensive to ship. It's not like books. Books, you know, you send a media rate. But food, I don't think there's like a special.
Unless you're sneaky.
Yeah, unless you're sneaky.
And this costs $12.10 postage.
Wow. Did you hear that? $12.10.
And then there's a forever stamp and a 5-cent stamp on there too.
Oh my.
So I must took a little extra.
Yeah. So, you know, that's, you know, and if we get a Como and a jar of pekins, the Como is made out of cast iron. It may not be very big or thick, but it's cast iron.
And it's heavy.
Yeah, so, and then, you know, you add the jar of pekins, you know, you have the chilies, you have the liquid, you have the metal and the glass. It adds up, and I don't know if we really want glass in the same box with cast iron, because it might break. And then it would get all over the place. People would be like, "Oh no, I'm burning up!" You know, so
the post office would really hate you then.
Yeah. And then, you know,
I could see one of the postal workers having to try and scrub that off the hem of the machines.
They may not know what it is at first, so we wouldn't want to do that to them. We wouldn't want to scare them. Now, just sending a jar of chili pekins would be nice, but I don't know if we really want to spend that money on that next month. We have other expenses, so anyway, so we have stuff to really get going with now. The thing is, Carolyn, wife, mommy, wants me to make some Chinese food. And I wish we had a wok. I wish we could find a wok at like the Salvation Army store.
We'll find one.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've looked on Amazon, and the thing with buying stuff on Amazon, if it's a book, it's okay. Some things it's okay to buy on Amazon, but you can't pick it up and feel it, and you can't touch it, so you don't really know what you're getting. And
there are online Chinese grocers too.
That's true. Now, for those who don't know, I'll let you know. I'm Spanish. I'm from Spain. That's where I come from. But from about roughly the age of maybe 3 or 4 till a week before my 8th birthday, we lived on Okinawa. And I ate a lot of Chinese food and Japanese food, usually with an Okinawan twist, which meant it was healthier. And like tofu was made out of peanuts, not out of soybeans. So it actually tasted good. I actually liked tofu back then. I don't like tofu now. But maybe if I had Okinawan tofu, I would like it. I don't know. There was this restaurant, you go on Highway 1, up going toward Okuma, and there was this restaurant on stilts, and the fishermen would anchor their boats out behind that during high tide. Not at low tide, because the boats would be sitting on the sand, on the bottom of the ocean there. It wasn't very deep. And they had cold plates that you could get, and there was just a plate with plastic wrap over it, and it was an octopus. Now, I always wanted to get one, but my dad was, I don't think you would like that, or something like that, you know. My dad was pretty cool about stuff like that, though. He took me to Ishima, which is a little island off, it's part of Okinawa, part of the chain of islands. It's where Ernie Pyle was killed during the war. And I remember my father reading the monument in his memory, and it's like I was seeing everything happen in my head. It's, wow. You know, and then there was another island he took me to once, and they had like a bed and breakfast, but it was Okinawan. You slept on the floor on mats, like, I don't know, straw mats, rice mats, something like that. And they brought the food into you had like a room, but it was sliding doors that had like paper on them. And the food was good. Oh, was it good. And, so, you know, I mean, I grew up with, you know, like chopsticks. As soon as I was old enough to start using a spoon or a fork, I was also using chopsticks. So, you know, I've always used chopsticks, basically. When we moved to the United States, we were staying at a hotel in Houston, and we went to the little restaurant they had, more like a little cafe, and it was the first morning there, first breakfast, and my sister asked for rice and milk mixed together. That's what she was used to eating. And the guy behind the counter was like, what? Rice and milk? Anyway, so, you know, I don't have a whole lot of good things to say about my mom, but she was a good cook. I will say that. I remember she and Mrs. Stanford was our chaplain's wife. They would make spring rolls. Oh my gosh, it's been all day in the kitchen making spring rolls. And oh, she made the best spring rolls. And I have her cookbook, so you know, hopefully one day Carolyn and I can make them. But the thing is, we have to find a store that sells the ingredients, and I haven't noticed the ingredients up here yet. So,
but Chinese food's a little bit easier to find than Mexican, I've found in general.
Yeah. So, I don't know what we're going to do, but she wants Chinese. I like Chinese. We're going to have Chinese eventually. I just would prefer a wok to cook certain things in. I think it works better and it's faster. But anyway, so I just want to let you all know about that. And I guess that's all there is to say. Bye-bye.